So, guys, the new season of The Real Housewives of Lagos has been announced, and I'm so happy. When I saw this, I was literally the most happiest person because we know the first season was giving, it gave, it was one of the most interesting reality TV series that we've had in Nigeria so far. So when I saw that it's season two, because I've been since the year began, I've been like, are they gonna bring season two? Are they gonna bring season two? And the year is getting to an end. We haven't heard anything about season two. So I'm literally happy that the season two is coming up. But there's a twist. There is two new queens coming into amongst the cast. And we have to guess who this cast is. Like I love the suspense they're giving us so that we'll be surprised by who are these beautiful queens by the time they announce. They haven't announced the dates yet, but irrespective, I am so happy that this show is coming back because the show was interesting in the season one, and I know it's gonna be more interesting in season two. But there's something I'm scared of because we know that we knew the cast of the season one, and we know that some of them said they were not going to be coming back. Let me refresh your mind or your memory about the cast we have in season one. We had Chioma Good Hair. I loved her. She brought this posh, thing to the building. She just gave an elegant lifestyle, and I loved her on the show. And I will literally be happy that she's going to be coming back for the season two. Although there was an interview that she did one recently, and she said she would be on season two. So I am happy that she's still going to be on the season two of the Real Housewives of Lagos. Then the other cast we have was Caroline. Caroline was one person that we'd always wanted to see because she was giving hot. She was giving you as it was coming. She was not scared of anybody. She fought, quarreled, she put you in your place, and everybody was like the lies and everything she always told, and how she exaggerates everything. I was here for it. I loved Caroline in the Real House of Lagos. But now we know that when during the election period last year, she announced that she would no longer be on the show because she wanted to focus on politics. And although she did not win what she was chasing in the political seat she was chasing, since she has already said she was going to drop down from the cast, will she still come back and be amongst the cast now that it's over? Now that the thing about politics is over and she didn't win, because we remember we saw her on the Real Housewives of Abuja. She was one of the guests on the Real Housewives of Abuja. So I don't know whether we'll get to see her again in the season two of the Real Housewives of Lagos, considering the fact that she had already come out earlier to say she was no longer going to be amongst the cast. And for so many times, whenever they go on gatherings, whenever the Real Housewives of Lagos ladies go out, I don't see her in their midst. I don't see her there in whatever gathering they are involved, whatever gathering they are invited to. I literally don't always see Caroline. And that's like reason enough to let me know that Caroline might not be amongst the cast of the season two of the Real Housewives of Lagos, which is painful to me because I loved her and I loved what she brought to the table in the season two. But I believe that whatever lady they are bringing would also bring that fun and authenticity that she brought to the cast. Then the next person is what's her name again, Seth? The next person I'm not expecting to be on the cast will be Laura Ikeji. We know she had a very turbulent period during her season. She was fighting from the episode one to the last episode. She fought with almost everybody. She was giving insults. She had quarrels. Even at the reunion, it seems like they were not able to settle their differences. And I don't see her also being in the gatherings whenever they invite the Real Housewives of Lagos. I don't see her also there. Probably because of she's not the kind of person that always goes out a lot. Probably that's the reason why she's not there. But I don't actually see her being in the season two of the Real Housewives of Lagos. But if I do see her, I'll be happy because as much as most of them we didn't like them or we didn't like their attitude, we know that they brought something to the table that made us every day we wanted to go to Showmax and watch the Real Housewives of Lagos. Then the next person was Toyin Lawani. Like she brought the fashion. I'm not going to. I'm not a person that loves her fashion that much, but I love the fashion she always brought and her competitiveness when it comes to people always outshining her in her fashion sense, in dress. I love that she brought that, and the basketball she always gave, especially her beef with Caroline. It was one thing we always looked up for. Although we might not be able to see Caroline, but I know that Tony might still be on the Real Housewives of Lagos because we used to see her whenever there are gatherings and things that the Real Housewives are to be in. She's always there, so it gives me an assurance that she might still be amongst the cast of the Real Housewives of Lagos season 2. And the other cast was Iyabo. Iyabo was everybody's favorite. We know Iyabo has always been a public figure before she joined the cast of the Real Housewives of Lagos, and Iyabo was one person that would give it hot, give it drama everywhere. Like she's an actress, so she knows how to give it to you. She gives us what we want. And I know she's going to be on the cast because literally she's the only person right as of right now. When Showmax posted it, she's the only person right as of right now that has liked the picture of the season 2 announcement on Showmax. She's the only person that has liked it. So that's like put me at ease that she would be on the season 2 of the Real Housewives of Lagos. And I literally want her to be there because she has this different flavor, like this spice that she brings to the table. And besides, I love to see her beautiful face. I'm a fan of hers. So I literally want to see her on my screen. One other person that was also on the cast was Marianne Shima. I literally can do without Marianne Shima. I'm sorry, I was not a huge fan of her. She really didn't do anything for me that was so spectacular in the season 1 of the Real Housewives of Lagos. I didn't really see her that much. I didn't even understand why she was amongst the cast. Truthfully, if somebody is meant to be replaced, because now they are saying 2 ladies, I will prefer that Miriam Truman is replaced, and we were sure for Caroline to also be replaced. So Miriam Truman and Caroline can be replaced, or Miriam Truman and Nora could be replaced. I literally would love Miriam Truman leaving the show. And this was the poster of the season 1 last year. So I was surprised that this they did it earlier on last year. This was at in 8th of April, and we're already close to the ending of the year and didn't bring season 2. That was where I was scared, but I'm happy now that it has been officially announced. So we are going to be getting the season 2. I just don't want it to be maybe late. This one they announced it like this. Let's not be late ending of the year or early next year. I'm not gonna sit with that because it's supposed to be every single year. Every housewives is always every year. So let them not take it that long that it should be entering next year. Let me highest in the next 2 weeks. I want to see a date for the show. No, 2 weeks is too much. The next 1 week, I want to see a date, official date for the show, and at least it should not be longer than a month because I can't wait to start watching the Real Housewives of Lagos. And of course, this channel is going to be bringing you all the gist, all the happenings. We're going to be reviewing all the episodes of the Real Housewives of Lagos. We're going to be talking about it here. Don't forget to like and comment on our videos. Don't forget to subscribe. And although, like I said, don't forget to like and comment. And we'll see you guys next time.